This is the Cliff Yates Show. Personal growth, motivation, inspiration, and philosophies for a great life.
Victoria Redstall, how are you? I'm so glad you're on the show.
Me too.
I can't believe, I was thinking, I was just figuring it out, 30 years. I believe it was around 1995 when we met, West Hollywood, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
God, the sheriff's department, I'm working, and what's the name of that restaurant where we first met at, where all the boys would meet for breakfast?
Not Silver Spoon. Was it
No,
Silver Spoon?
the other one, the mining company?
Which one?
Mining company? No, it was...
What's the mining company?
Not mining.
It was run
company.
by that gangster.
Yeah.
Old guy.
That's right.
What was it? There was Sean Dane, Tom Wilford, you, me. I was 20 years old. I mean,
don't tell me you were 20. Oh my
20
God.
years old. I'm 51 next week.
Oh my God. This is crazy. Yeah. And oh my God, you were so full of energy. And listen, you have been, and I wanted to go through your credits, but then I figured I'll be here for a half hour because you've been involved in so many important things, and definitely you've backed the blue for over 30 years without ever wavering, even though you've been involved in, the study of serial killers. You've written books on serial killers. You've interviewed them, and you've done TV shows. Room Zero, we go back to that. And all you had to do to try to interview these people, and then sometimes law enforcement wasn't the best to you, but all in all, you maintained your positivity and support of the blue. I got to thank you for that.
Absolutely. Always. Nothing will change. And
Nothing.
I helped homicide detectives close cases.
I know it. Oh my God.
I know that, but I did that.
I was thinking, why haven't I had you on the podcast? Then I'm thinking, wait a minute. Believe it or not, I was actually podcasting in 2004 before we even videotaped it. I remember I was on Blog Talk Radio and you came on to talk about Room Zero. Do you remember that?
I probably do. I've done so
It was
many.
that serial killer, right? And he I forgot how many people he killed, but he went up north somewhere, right? And he rented a room Zero, and you went up to the place and you rented that room. Do you remember that?
I did with my film crew, and I stayed the night in his bed.
Yeah.
And I retraced his footsteps of his final night before he turned himself in with a woman's severed breast in his pocket.
Oh, that's right. Oh my God, that case was so horrific. Oh my God.
Yeah, November the 3rd, 1998 was when he did the crimes. I went up there in 2009 with my film crew, and we stayed in that room. Wow,
that was unbelievable. And so acting, spokesperson stuff, I couldn't play it for some reason on my platform here, but I saw there was a video of you 17 years ago. You were on the red carpet and you talked to so many actors that a few that even passed away. It was crazy. Do you remember that?
Yeah, 50 Cent, Janet Jackson,
50
Freddie
Cent,
Jackson.
yeah.
Oh, Matthew Perry.
Yes, Matthew Perry. That was the one that really struck me. It was like so sad. My God, I loved him.
Yeah.
My God, you did a great job in all those interviews. Such a great speaker. And man, you're doing so many positive things now. And now I got to know how you got into, because now we're both in free Florida because we're all about freedom and conservatism and, and just about, I get so excited talking to you because you have the same kind of energy. But and just how the American way of life, and always people like yourself whose parents have immigrated, many of my friends, family of Cubans who came here. Hey, they know this is the land of opportunity, and that's why they want to protect it and always stand up for it. And hey, we've seen communism, how that goes, and you can't have it here, right?
No, absolutely. We have to fight for the country. Look what happened to my country. Right now, it's gone down the tubes.
My God, I know. I can't believe it. Gee, I was watching one of the Tate brothers talking about it, like, oh my God, England was just crazy bad. And then this New York bullshit that happened with this mayor. People don't even understand the consequences of this whole thing.
How Mamdani got in is quite unbelievable, but now he's showing his true colors.
Oh my God, right away with the speech. And, I'm just listening to my mayor, Rudy Giuliani. And Rudy was just bringing up, aspects of this thing that people don't realize. This guy is associated with an imam who's already been declared, he was associated with a 93 attempt on the World Trade Center. He's already been declared an enemy of the United States. And so, but because of his association, he's never going to get security clearance. He's not going to be able to know the things he should be able to know to run New York City. He's not going to be able to do it. They're going to steal right out from underneath him, or he'll be complicit in it.
I know. It's horrifying. You're so lucky to be out of there. It's horrifying what he's going to do.
I got to show you. Listen, this always bothers me. I mean, I don't like to get political, Victoria, but
I do.
I know. But I'm talking to a friend of mine from New York. He's at the tennis club. He's a great guy. He's retired, enjoying life. But I'm bringing up to him, and I'm telling him, oh my God, the New York thing. And then how about Patterson, New Jersey? I tell him they get police officers wearing Palestine flags on their uniform. He goes, oh no, I never heard of that. That can't be true. I showed him a picture of it, and he goes, oh no, that's got to be AI. That can't be true. AI. I go, listen, they changed the name of a main street to Palestinian Way. I mean, look at that. Can you believe? Look at that. That's the Palestine flag on the Patterson, New Jersey Police Department.
I did not know that.
Oh no, that mayor has declared that this is basically the first Palestinian city in America, Patterson, New Jersey.
That's horrifying.
And now you're going to have New York the same thing, right? People talk about who's going to move out of New York. How about who's going to move in? If you're going to open up the jails and no longer put criminals there, criminals are going to move to New York. All these Islamic Muslims, they're going to be moving to New York City. That's who's going to be coming in. You can imagine.
Horrifying what's going on, because I just see what's happened to England. That's what I'm.
It's sickening. So that should be a lesson. Now listen, your latest thing. You've been rescuing some animals, and oh my God. What about this boy here? Tell us about this boy.
The baby. Oh my God. Baby, come here. Oh, he's out there. Oh, I can move this around. Can I just real quick?
Well, sure. Yeah. Whatever you need to do. Yeah, look at that.
4 days. 4 days. He's happy by the pool. Aren't you, my babes? Victoria loves you. 4 days I've been in love with this dog completely. I'm not to be trusted when it comes to fostering.
You have to tell people that this dog was set in a kill shelter to be exterminated on November 2nd.
Yeah. Oh, there he is. Look, my baby.
Hi, baby. Hi, Astro. Hi, Astro.
Astro, beauty. He loves Victoria. But he sleeps right by my bed. I woke up half an hour late today. I woke up at 5 a.m. and not 4:30 a.m. And I woke up to his paw going like that on my
God.
bed. Right by my bed. So yes, I never thought I would be the one doing it. I place dogs all the time from kill shelters with families, with husbands and wives, with people who've lost their dogs. I place them because there shouldn't be such a thing as a kill shelter.
No.
And sadly, Lee County, the county above mine, I'm in Collier County, Lee County, there's a kill shelter, and they are evil. They just had a story about Kevin the cat. The cat wasn't even there 2 hours. They killed it, and there's no reason for this. There's a kill shelter in Miami. This is where Astro came from on Sunday. And now we're Thursday.
Now, how did you get notified of this? How did you know that this dog was set for death?
Well, I don't know how I got a phone call on Saturday evening of last week. Some girls, some Latina girls, they must have my phone number from somewhere, because I'm in a group, which is in a group that's in another group. So I try to rescue them from Miami, and I put people together. So some of my friends from here, from next door, another website, must have given these girls out there, like Paola and Maya and Nicolette, all of them, my phone number. And they called and I said, I'm only open to foster a very small, old or crippled dog that's female.
Right.
That's it. I end up not being able to say no to a 70-pound St. Bernard mixed with an American Bulldog, male and young and beautiful and so gentle. But how did I know that? So people get banded together, and they had a lovely lady ship him in her car out to me at 5:24 p.m. I'll never forget. I could cry, because it was like, what's her ETA? What's her ETA? And it was 5:24, a couple of hours to come from Miami. His death sentence was at 2:00. I signed off for him at 10 a.m. Wasn't allowed to say the words I was going to foster. I actually had to tell the facility I'm going to adopt. Because when a dog is put to death row, set to be killed, euthanized in their words, but killed for no reason, you aren't allowed to foster. You can only adopt. I don't care what I said. I said I was going to adopt. So I am now adopted him. Yeah. Come back here with the dog, spent the night. It's been perfect since day one. Trust me. Very lucky. And all the applications, because people are seeing my videos. People are seeing their videos. They're saying, okay, he's been fostered. Well, we'd like to adopt. Yeah. Another one. And Jerry and Susan, they're all telling me, Victoria, I've got another application for Astro. Okay, well, we'll talk about that. Victoria, when can they do a meet and greet with Astro? Well, maybe next week. Well, they don't want to wait next week. They want to see him now. She just lost to St. Bernard. This one wants to. No. Well, I've had to tell them, I can't let this dog go. He and I are so bonded, but I have 2 other dogs. You know what I mean? But this is it now. This is my dog from Aruba, the streets of Aruba. My
Oh my
three-legged
God, how beautiful. Yeah.
Subby's my baby. So, I'm not to be trusted when
No,
it
no,
comes
that's right. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
raccoons and rabbits and bunnies, but let's not go there. But
No.
anyway, so yeah, that is my little story. And there are many wonderful stories. My friend Molly, as of yesterday, she rescued a dog whose time was up yesterday morning from Miami. Also had this dog shipped. His name's Otto. So she's going to try to get him adopted. She's got 2 cats, so she's got to use that.
Yeah.
She's really got to get him adopted.
Yeah.
So we're really looking for adopters for Otto, and we are fosters. I don't think I
Yeah.
can foster anymore because I'm not to be trusted. But I will
I
find
know.
fosters and I will find people to adopt. And
Yes.
I'm going to be appointed to the board of the Collier County Domestic Animal Services. So I've got some ideas there of how to reduce our population because we are not a kill shelter. And because of that and many other reasons, we are overrun with dogs and cats. We're overrun because people are illegally breeding them. People are doing illegal dog fighting, tying them up outside, not
Oh
giving them
God.
water,
Yeah.
letting them run in the streets. That's going to stop under my watch when I'm on the board.
Yes.
Because a lot of those people, I'm told, and I need to get my statistics correct, a lot of them might not be American, which plays right into my hands. They might
Yes.
be illegal. Okay,
Yes.
well, we have a 287G program here with our Collier County Sheriffs. And
Yeah.
I think that needs to be enforced even stronger than it is. It's doing great now. It's wonderful. Our great Sheriff Rambosk is doing a great job. But let's go to the certain areas where we know they are doing illegal activities, which is abuse of dogs and cats, filling
Yeah.
up our domestic animal services. And
Yeah.
I will be happy to place the dogs and cats in our county, where I haven't needed to do it before because they weren't with a death watch. They weren't on that death sentence like they are in the other counties. So I'm just going to help reduce the population.
Now there are no kill shelters, right?
Like ours, Collier County is no kill.
Collier County is. Oh, so you. Oh, okay. And that's the one you're going to be on the board.
On the
with?
board of this one.
Okay.
We have our problems. We're overrun.
Yeah.
Lee County, they're a kill shelter. Miami is a kill shelter. I believe Broward County is kill. Don't want to say something that I'm wrong about. There are a lot of places that kill shelters. Somewhere in Georgia is a kill shelter.
Are these county run? Who funds these? How do they run? They're not privately owned, right?
They're not private. They're county. All of them are run by the county. So they get the money from the commissioners, and that's how they do it.
Okay. And so when people, they should know before they take a dog to a shelter, whether it's a kill shelter, right? They should know.
A lot of people are unaware. I don't want to say
Yeah.
ignorant, but that is obviously ignorance.
Yeah.
A lot of people, it could be a dog that was found on the street. So it's called a stray. So they have a stray hold for a period of time, but they don't hold it for that period of time. And then they just kill it. If it's not been chipped and no one's claimed the dog, what if it's an old lady and she doesn't know who to call? She's not on a social media on Nextdoor. She doesn't know to call the DAS. She might not have got the dog chipped. What if an old lady dies or a man dies?
Yes.
And the dog runs out in the streets. Then there's the illegal breeders who breed to get money. They're given money, and then the people don't want the dog anymore. The dog goes back into the street. There are so many illegal breeders here in Collier County. Funnily, the last names are not quite American, but it's okay. I'm going to get to the bottom of where they are, who they are, where they're from, and their documents. I can do that.
Good.
And then we'll see why they're not paying their fines. We've had $78,000 worth of fines that have been unpaid, and now they've been waived by the county. Why were they waived?
Why would they be waived?
Why?
Yeah.
Who received the fines? Why would they receive the fines twice? I'm very passionate about this. And I know our 287G program is going to come in very useful with reducing the population of the dogs and cats here in Collier County.
What's 287G? You talked about that on another.
Yeah, it's my favorite numbers. 287 and letter. 287G is where basically
287G.
our law enforcement can work directly with ICE. So when an illegal alien's here and they're picking fruit in the fields or working here, God bless them, they came for a better life. But when they come here, they break in the country, okay. And then they break the law again and again. And now you're breaking the law on my watch when it comes to dogs and cats, because that's abuse. That is where it's arrestable after a period of time when they're not paying their fines. It's code enforcement that gives them the fine, and they give the same fine again, and none of it's getting paid. Well, at some point, this is beyond abuse. It's getting not seen by anyone, and it's got to be an arrestable offense. Once they're arrested for a crime, and I'm only focused on the dogs and cats, once they're arrested, then they're booked, and a sheriff's department or sheriff's office can see whether they're legal or not. If they are illegal, the 287G program is what works with ICE. and they will be going back to their home country. And I
Yes.
will place the dogs now and cats in my own county, as opposed to, Lee County, obviously, in the kill shelters, but I'll be able to place the dogs and cats in my own county. So we're already overloaded with dogs and cats. It's going to get slightly worse with me on the board because people are going to be going back to their country. And then the dogs and cats need to go somewhere. They're going to go to the domestic animal services. So then it's going to get so much better because the illegal breeding will stop. And
That's
the few
right.
Americans
Yeah.
who think of doing it are going to get fined and fined again, and they're going to get tired of paying the fine. And they're going to be watched. This is my goal. I want to say my goal.
Yeah. Yeah. That's great. What about the no kill shelters? Will they keep an animal just indefinitely, or what happens?
Well, that's why we're overloaded. They've had them sometimes for years.
Yeah,
until
well,
they're
that's good. I think you should keep them. I mean, we should have, fundraisers, or there should be money allotted. Take any money that you would give to an illegal for their food and give it, and let's sustain the animals.
Oh, 100%. And they do receive donations, but
Yeah.
they are publicly run, but they receive donations. But
Good.
again, they need more space. And there's another one being built by some good people in this town. But again, we've got too many. To
Yeah.
be living in a cage and having a few hours out in the garden, that's fine. But they shouldn't have so many. And we need to reduce the population. And we need to go to the root of it. There's an organization here in town, a very good organization. And they neuter and spay the dogs and cats from the streets. And it's great. But part of it is just putting a Band-Aid on the problem. I would go to the root so this problem doesn't start. That is using the 287G program. And also making the fines be paid and not waiving $78,000 of our county money. My dog is very happy. The one
Oh,
from
I
the street,
know.
He loves
Look at that.
he's scratching his bottom. He's got to wiggle his bottom. He scratches his bottom.
Yeah,
It's so beautiful. He's got to scratch his bottom. He knows I'm talking about him.
look at that baby. Hello, baby.
From Aruba. He was in the streets.
Oh, my
Talking about you,
God.
babes. Are you looking Victoria?
You happy
Victoria,
baby.
babe.
Yeah.
He's so perfect. So, I mean, these dogs are
Yeah.
people's lives.
Yeah, and
And
oh my God. And you're right. So that's, a lot of time, I mean, spade and neutering is really great, but like you say, that's downstream from where you could be stopping the problem, right? So you could go
yeah, because
upstream.
there's a person who does this. I won't mention his name, but because he doesn't like my politics, and that's why we don't get along. But he does
Oh.
a great thing, so I must give him credit where credit's due.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
When he goes into the streets, he captures these dogs and cats, and he neuters them. God bless him for that.
That's a great thing. Yeah, that's
But he
something.
won't talk to me
Yeah.
about illegal aliens, and he certainly won't talk to me about Trump. And I don't try to talk
Yeah.
about Trump, but he associates all that with it, and not realizing who put those stray dogs and cats on the streets for you to neuter and spay them. Well, they were being bred and bred and bred again by Maria Lopez. I'm not trying to be rude,
Yeah.
but it's not bred by John Smith.
That's
I'm
right.
talking
I gotcha.
generally,
Yeah.
and I will get my statistics and my facts
Yeah.
right before I say too much. But the direction is there may not be citizens of the country. If they're not, they
Yeah.
need to. You see.
That's a good way to get them on the departure bus out of here, at least using
Yes.
that crime. I like you using that tool to
Right, and
so
I'm naming
yeah.
it. I'm a legal alien.
You're
and my
legal. You're a
friends-
citizen of the United States.
Exactly. He's going to bark now. I also love my immigrant friends, like my Haitian friends, but there are Haitians that are illegal, and they are possibly breeding the dogs. I've
Yeah.
just helped getting my friends their work visas, a lovely family
Good. Yeah.
from Haiti. But you know what? They refused to work until it came through. So they had worked before, and then the work permits had elapsed. And this mother and the 3 boys and the son, I had lunch with them last Sunday. They couldn't work because he won't work illegally. And then I spoke to our senator, directly to our senator. I spoke to our state representatives, and I said, please help my friends here.
Which
And their work
senator?
visas, Senator Scott.
Oh, Skinner. Oh, Rick Scott. Yeah.
Astro. Oh, Rick Scott. Senator Scott is a wonderful man. He
Yeah.
is, that's Max. He is as pro legal immigration for the right people who work hard
Right.
to come in the country the right way as he is to get the illegal aliens out. So he and I speak the same language. And in church a few weeks ago, we had a very long chat. And he is very interested in what I'm going to be doing on the board of the DAS. Not
Yeah.
going to be a
Wow.
political board, but let's make people legal to be in the country. And you've got to get a permit to breed dogs and cats. You have to have a permit.
That's right.
I don't think they're good boy. I don't think they're getting their permits because they're not in the system.
Who enforces that? the permits and stuff? Is that a code officer or somebody?
I think it's code enforcement. That's why 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, I'm going to a commissioner's meeting, which is the code enforcement meeting
God,
tomorrow
it's
morning.
so great.
So I'm going to meet them. I'm going to give them my card. I'm going to say, I'd like to have a sit down meeting with you because I want the written statistics of all
Yes.
the fines that were given and the names of the people that were given to, the ones that didn't pay the fines, why the fines got waived, what were the fines for, where are the addresses, where are their papers. I mean, I'm going to do my investigative journalism. That's what I do.
Yeah. Do you think there's corruption involved in this?
Oh, that's asking, is my county got a little corruption here? Yes, I do think there possibly is. There
But
are some people,
you're going in with just hey, I'm asking a question, right? Where did this money go, or what? Why was this
yes.
waived? And then if there's corruption, it's going to be revealed through the answers or the non-answers that you get.
Let's say that the person that does the spaying and the neutering, when I talk about the illegal aliens, he bounces it onto what you're just saying. He's like, it's the people that own the houses that they
Ah,
work for. They're big people in this county. I know the last names. I'm not going to say.
yeah,
In fact,
yeah,
and then he says, you're friends with them. Listen, yes, some of them I'm friends with. Some of them I just have met a few times because I move and shake in those circles. He
yeah,
doesn't. So he's like, and you know that, and you're friends with beep, beep, beep. I'm not going to say more. They hire the illegal aliens. They hire them. Yes.
yes,
And I don't mind that because it might not be those people that are breeding the dogs. I don't care if my friends hire illegal aliens. It would be better not, but I don't,
right,
that's not
yeah,
my business. My business is not whether they hire them in their fields. Nothing to do with me. What's my business is if you abuse the dogs and cats, you're filling up our domestic animal services, and that's my business. It becomes my business. So I don't care who owns the house. It might be some of my friends that own the house. It's not to do with who owns the house. You understand? And maybe they are working for them as well as breeding dogs. Well, they're no longer going to work for you because my goal is to get them out of the country into their own country.
right. I
That's
get it.
my
You're starting with. Uh, let's start with the crime that's being committed first, and then if they're illegal, good, then we got a way to deport them out of here.
then it makes it far easier.
As far
And
as
again, if
because
they're
then
regular,
you're on a foundation of criminality instead of the hypersensitivity of you're going after illegals. Yeah, that's
right?
good.
Yeah, and I'm
Yeah,
not going after illegals. I'm not going after illegals. I'm going after the illegal
yeah,
aliens that are committing the crimes against the dogs and
yeah.
cats.
And whether
So
they're illegal or not, anybody who's committing these crimes, you have
yes,
the
but
tool
with
to let's
the American
enforce this.
citizens, it's harder because it's code enforcement are down manpower, code enforcement. So
Ah,
it's a little harder. They're not paying the
ah,
fine. But
yeah,
it's so again, on the American front, they've got to make those fines stronger. They've got to enforce them and they can't get waived. That's for the Americans. So I want that enforced as well.
that's
But my
right.
focus
Yeah.
is to get to the root of the problem. And I believe that a lot of them are people not allowed to be here.
I
Simple.
wonder if did they use that money, the fines, to support the shelters?
That would be perfect, wouldn't it? I don't think they do. It's a good question. I think it goes back into the county. But
Ah,
don't forget, $78,000 has been waived by the county. So no money has come back to the county. So this poor, wonderful president of the domestic animal services by the name of Meredith, she's overwhelmed. I mean, her budget, she's got a small amount of money to use. She's overwhelmed with dogs and cats. I want to alleviate the pressure that she is under. That's what I want. They're all under pressure, but she happens to be the president. She's running it all by herself with people underneath her, but that's a lot of work. And maybe they're down manpower. I don't know about that because I'm going to research that once I've gotten the board. I'm going to tour the
yes.
DAS. I've never toured the DAS, Domestic Animal
Yeah.
Services. I've never gone to the Humane Society. I'm not to be trusted. Look, I was meant to foster a dog for a
Yeah.
week. I'm now adopting him, so I'm not to be trusted. I'll go home with the whole place.
Is the
So I've got to
Humane
be
Society, is that a government entity?
no.
No.
The Humane Society is wonderful. That is
Okay.
privately run.
Oh,
And
okay.
it's the wonderful, wonderful husband and wife by the name of Patty and Jay Baker. They have given millions of their dollars to the Humane Society. They've given millions of dollars to many different places here in Naples, in the county. They are the most generous, kind, wonderful people. The Naples Players, the elderly place for elderly people, daycare. They've given money everywhere. So now our Humane Society is the Patty Baker Humane Society, which is wonderful. So they changed the name and all that for them. I've met them. Fabulous people. We got stuck in the elevator all together a couple of months ago. Couldn't get out of the building. But we were at a dinner. I forget what it was for. But they are wonderful human beings. Don't talk to me about the Conservancy. That's another story
No,
for
no,
another
that's
day.
another. How active are they in the kill shelters and these kind of things? Are they take an
The
active
bakers,
role?
they're not involved in that as far as I know. They're very generous in giving their money to that. And I've already met them, but I've only met
Yeah,
them once, one whole evening. I would love to be able to sit down and talk to them. I'm not trying to get money for them, but I'd like to make them more
yeah.
aware of
What
what's
do they
going on.
do? What does the Humane Society do?
Who turned the lights out? What does the Humane Society do? They
Yeah.
take them from the Domestic Animal Services. They take them from there and they get them ready for adoption. They get them ready for adoption.
Oh, okay. They do. Okay.
Yeah, they do. They get them ready for adoption. Let me see if this works. Hold on. Yeah, and they so you can adopt out of the Domestic Animal Services. You can,
Okay.
but you can also adopt out of the Humane Society.
Oh my God. Okay, that's good. All right,
So
that's
they've
great.
got probably more space. Sorry, my electricity's gone wrong.
Oh no, it's okay. I got you
But you
lit
can,
up good. What about the
yeah.
prosecutions of animal abuse and those kind of things? Is the county pretty aggressive or not?
No. And apparently animals like dogs and cats are called property. They're property. So the amount, like the longest you could spend in jail is just over a year.
Yeah.
There's some cases of that. It's, I mean, I, of course, am personally attached to this situation. So some people aren't,
Yeah.
but I am. And I think there should be stronger fines, obviously, much longer in prison or jail,
Yes.
much
Yeah.
longer. And definitely use the 287G. But, who am I? I can only focus and home in on one.
Yeah.
287G
Yeah.
must be used. They're not paying the fines. They're breeding illegally. It's now time to arrest them. Once they're arrested and they're booked, we find
Yeah.
out who you are, get them back. Hey, Tom Homan, I got another one for you. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Simple. Job done. Job done, as we say in England. Job done.
Tom Holman. I love that guy.
Worship him. Tom Homan, he looks like a bulldog.
Little did I know he has an upstate New York Thousand Island connection. So just outside of the area where the Thousand Islands are is where he was a police officer in a small town police department. And then he was fishing in the Thousand Islands and he saw the border patrol, from Wellesley Island up there in Alex Bay where you've been. And he says, what do they do? And they go, oh, they do this and that and there. And he goes, oh my God, I got to have that job. And so that's how he went from being a police officer to getting into the border patrol. Isn't that amazing?
Wow, I didn't know that. I've met him a number of times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Tom Homan. Wonderful, wonderful man. He can't even be close to his family because there's so many death threats under him.
I know
on
it.
him.
I almost signed up for ICE. I thought, man, I'm going to join. They're taking anybody at any age right now. If you can pass the physical agility, and I can pass it, I could do it just like that.
Absolutely.
But I don't know if I want to do that or not. I ain't going to be working in 95, and who knows, they might ship me out of the state or something, right?
Right. Oh, it'd be something I would love to do, but I've got 3 dogs and I'm here to
Yeah.
stay.
They give you a $50,000 signing bonus, but I'm pretty sure it's over like a 3-year period. You'd have to put your 3 years in before you got the full benefit.
I love Bovino. Don't you love Bovino?
I don't know who that is.
He's he's ICE officer. He's like a commander, chief.
I must have seen him. Yeah.
He's up there. Oh yeah, he's a little guy and he small guy. He was the one who threw the grenade or whatever it was into the crowd, but you only see the end part of the video. The beginning part was he had a rock thrown at his head, and his team had rocks thrown at them.
Bitches, yeah.
Right, of course, we just see the end of the video where he back the tear gas or something.
How about conservative activism? What do you got going on the political side? What's going on there?
Oh, I just was an MC last night at an event for John Strand. Where's my shirt? Oh, it's in the wash. John Strand is running for Congress. Okay.
John Strand. Yeah.
Remember that name? He was in prison for January the 6th, a true patriot.
Oh my God.
He went to prison for the country. He did not settle for a deal. He was offered a deal, but faced 20 years, and Trump pardoned him. John Strand, friend of mine, I do support him for Congress. District 19, Florida District 19 is where Byron sits now, our Congressman Byron Donalds.
Byron Donalds, I love Byron Donalds.
Byron is going to be our governor. Byron's going to be our governor, and loads of people are trying to run for his spot.
On that note, and you are such a great speaker, and you have been such a great supporter. Let's see, I want to show, this is 4 years ago, but people can get an idea of just what a wonderful speaker you are right here, because let's just get this going here.
That's me. To introduce
Look at you.
Our guest speaker today, a man who came from very humble beginnings in Brooklyn, New York. He's the son of a single mother who worked 2 jobs to raise her 3 boys. He studied finance at Florida State University, then moved to Naples with his beautiful wife, Erica, and their 3 boys. He studied finance, and before he was even 40 years old, he was Florida's state legislator, fighting for our state. Our speaker today is now fighting for America, fighting for our senior citizens' rights, our Second Amendment, banning sanctuary cities. He firmly opposes the Green New Deal. He stood firm with our President Trump, and he still stands firm with him now. He is magnetic, he is transparent, and he is unafraid. He's on the news all the time. He's in the Capitol. He's at the border. He is so unafraid. He is that he will go where our vice president is too afraid to go to, and that is the border.
Well done, Victoria. Oh my God, that was so good. My
Where's Byron?
God.
Did you not see Byron?
No, I didn't see him. Let's put him on. I got it. Let's get right to him.
No noises, please.
See
No,
if I
fast
can-
forward it, yeah.
Oh, wait. Let me get back. Let me go. There he is. Look at that man.
He gave me a
Yeah.
big hug and he said, I want you on tour with me.
Oh,
I
he
would
did.
love to give a warm welcome
Okay, let's see
to the
this. I
best
gotta see it.
Congressman we could ever dream to have, Congressman Byron Donalds. Years ago. I love you, you're saying so cute. That was to my mother. My mother was.
Oh my God, I bet.
Oh, listen.
You are friends with him.
Oh yeah, because that was the very beginning. That was 4
Yeah,
years
that was
ago.
4
Now I
years
know him
ago.
so well. Him and his wonderful wife. He's got
I hope
these
he's our
3
governor.
boys.
He'll be fantastic as our governor.
Oh, he'll be wonderful. And so his seat is open because
Oh,
he's going to be
okay.
our governor.
Oh, is
So
that the guy?
every-
Is Strand going for his seat?
Yes.
Oh.
And he's a young guy, and believe it or not, he's from California. He was a model and an actor, but the most strongest conservative patriot. And he went to prison for January the 6th. He was spent over a year in prison.
Oh my God.
And he would not settle for a plea deal at all because he didn't do it. He
Good.
fought.
Yeah.
He stood for our country as a true patriot. John Strand, he's a wonderful guy. I was the MC yesterday for his event.
Wow, that is awesome. And you do a fantastic job, man. You got to be in high demand for that.
Yeah, it was very sweet. I wasn't expecting that, but I think the world of him.
Yeah, that's so good. And Byron, so when's that coming up? Not now,
No,
right? Next year?
Next year.
Okay. And DeSantis, he can't run again, right?
No, I think he's termed out.
Yeah.
And
that's
his
good.
wife was going to run, but she's not going to now.
No. And Byron Donalds he'll have an opponent of some kind, some liberal puke, right?
There will be. I don't know who that person is. Some people know who it is. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm more focused on Byron getting in. I went to his
Yeah.
kickoff party here a few months ago in Bonita Springs. It was great.
What a courageous guy he is. And he said hi to your mom, right? Your mom, Adrienne, she's so fantastic. She's doing great.
Oh, he always says "I love you" to my mother because she was filming, so that's why she's like this. He's
Yeah.
so good. He doesn't forget names. He's always engaging. You're the one-on-one with him always. He's amazing.
Adrienne is your camera person when you go up somewhere?
Well, sometimes she is. She
Yeah.
forgot to turn the camera on when I was talking to Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Oh
That
my
really-
God.
Never
Wait
let
a
that
minute.
go.
I love
But no.
MTG. Tell me about her. How you know her then?
She was a speaker at our Republican club, our ladies Republican club.
Oh
So
my
just as I
God.
was speaking, I said, "Mommy, just film me." She either forgot to press the button or I'd pressed the button and she turned it off, and you see nothing. But anyway, yeah, Marjorie Taylor Greene.
What
But
is she
again,
like?
Byron,
What is she like?
She's very controversial.
Yeah,
Very controversial.
but I love her. I didn't realize she was just on an interview with God, who
The
was it?
View. The View.
Yeah, The View. That's right. Because I didn't realize she had grown up, I guess, basically a farmer and, on a farm and.
Oh,
and,
really? I didn't hear the interview. I just know she was on the interview.
Yeah, she was like, hey, I'm the enemy of everybody if they're not doing the right thing. And she was, basically saying that was her message. But yeah, she's controversial, but I love her, man. She's decisive. You know where she
Yeah.
stands.
Yeah, you do. She
People
does
don't
follow
know
through.
that. I guess a lot of people think that she's fell out of favor with President Trump, but her boyfriend, he always calls on him first in all these meetings. He's always there in the press conference.
Oh, I've not met a boyfriend. I didn't know who he was.
He used to be kind of front and center in right side broadcasting. And now he's somehow part of the media pool of something else, maybe.
Okay.
And so, but Trump calls on him constantly. So, yeah, I'm sure she hasn't fallen out of favor with him.
Really?
But I don't know. I forgot his name. But he's a good guy. But
is that not a politician?
No, he's a journalist. He's the one. He kind of jammed up Zelensky on not wearing a suit in the first visit.
Okay.
And then, yeah,
okay.
you would know who he is. Yeah.
Is he on Fox?
No, he's kind of like on America's Voice or something, but I can't tell you which one it is. If I had a producer here to pull it up, I would, but I'm a solopreneur. I'm here by myself.
That's so funny. I'll ask ChatGPT.
Mr. Producer, ask who Marjorie Taylor Greene's boyfriend is, and you'll come up with his name. I could do the same.
What is the name of Marjorie Taylor Greene's boyfriend? Question mark.
He's a good guy.
Brian Glenn?
Yep, that's him. Yep.
German.
Brian Glenn.
He's Chief White House Correspondent.
Yes. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, and so he's always he's got Trump's message already teed up. So when Trump calls on him, he's saying the right things. He's asking the right questions. It's really great. Yeah.
Wow. Show me images of Brian Glenn.
You'll recognize him, yeah. But he used to be on Right Side, and I like Right Side because then on YouTube, then I can always. They usually go live at the major events. They used to go live on all of Trump's major rallies.
That's her boyfriend?
Yeah. I don't think too long. I think only for the past year and a half or 2 years, maybe.
Yes.
Yeah. But I do like her. But I tend to that's him, Brian. Yeah, he's good. You'll see him on the press conference. If you ever watch, Trump and having his live press conferences and, when he has his staff meetings, which I love, so transparent. Yeah. Oh, what's your opinion on, we need to do the nuclear option, right? And get to the vote and get this continuing resolution passed, right?
On what?
On the budget, how they can't pass it in the Senate because they need 61 votes, right? Or 60 votes.
You mean the government shutdown?
Yeah, but if they call it the nuclear, whatever, they can get it so it's just if you just have the a predominance of the votes, I forgot what you call it, but they can get rid of that 60 vote requirement.
The filibuster.
The filibuster, yeah. If they get rid of that, they can get this thing back on track,
Right, I know. I don't know how long the government's going to be shut down for. It's quite crazy.
Well, everybody's doing it. Well, when the Democrats get in, they're going to do it anyway. So why don't you do it now and we can use it to our advantage? That's why Trump is telling them, quit screwing around and do this now. We got to get going. He's doing a lot.
But they want to do illegally in healthcare. No one's going to sign up.
Exactly. Because that's the reason why they let all these people in to have their votes because, they're all posturing. You find all this stuff out, right? They're all posturing for the census in 2030 because, then they go house to house in California and all they do is count bodies. It doesn't have to be citizens. It could be a tourist. And then they get congressmen based on that. So they just want those damn numbers in there. And then, of course, those people are going to be beholden to the Democrats because, hey, we're the one holding the funds for you. We're the ones feeding you. All your entitlement bullshit. Yeah. So I'm hoping that maybe now, because, a bigger issue is this, the the Muslims are, they're going to take over the country, and they figured out a long time ago, they have a new playbook. We don't need to bomb buildings anymore. We just need to flush areas in with enough people. Now we can vote in our own mayor, and then now we control the city and the finances. You'll never have another non-Muslim mayor in this community again. Then they take it city by city, and now they've just taken over the largest city in the country, New York City.
I know. And that's how they did with England.
That's their playbook. And England is the example. Look at England taking people to jail for their Facebook posts. And now you don't even have to post it. You could have it on your phone. And this is what's, we got to fight this before we get to that point.
I know. Because once it's got to that point, it's too late. I was just talking about that with lunch with friends when I was at seat to table. We were talking about that once it's...
The problem is too many people are comfortable in, like I was telling about my friend, I'm showing him this and goes, oh, that can't be real. That must be AI. No, it's real. You got to... You got a damn police officer with a Palestine flag on his uniform. How can we allow that to happen? But then, of course, he's back on his tennis game. He's happy-go-lucky because it's not affecting him.
Right.
Do you find a lot of apathy around where you're at, or no?
What do you mean, apathy for what?
People that are kind of like they're not that they're stupid, but they're not aware of I don't get involved in that.
Yes.
That's negative, the news, and but there has to be a point of self-awareness. Otherwise, you're getting boiled like the frog does in lukewarm water, and eventually you're cooked.
Right. I had that analogy only recently of the frog. Yes, I find a lot is apathy. That's a good word for it. But I mix in the circles where none of us are apathetic.
Yeah, that's good. I guess you got to just surround yourself with the people. My problem is, and like yours, right? We're friends with everybody and all sorts of different. We've had our hands into so many different things that we have circles of people that are of different philosophies, and some of them are really not good philosophies, or they don't really give a shit about what's happening, or this doesn't affect them, so they're not involved in it.
Right. I mean, you could go to people like the people who gave all that money to the Conservancy.
Yeah.
I met them at the church, and I just didn't say a word. They're the people I really want to meet because they gave millions, $25 million this January to the Conservancy. But do they have any idea that they're killing the animals, what they're doing to animals that don't deserve to die? I've got the proof. I've got proof on everything. But you don't sit there in church and say, by the way, your $25 million might have been better spent somewhere else.
No, you can't.
Because Humane Society would have been great for them because that's run beautifully here in Collier County, but the Conservancy, no. So, I'm still going to get to the bottom of this situation at the Conservancy.
How do you handle this? You can give me some advice, because I got friends, I guess acquaintances, and God, these people are so nice, and we get along. We've gone out to dinner, and then I'll see a post, and I'm thinking, oh shit, these people have DTS, right? They have Trump derangement syndrome. But once in a while, I don't know if you do, I check in, like I'll go over to CNN or MSN. I go, holy shit, if I listened to this, I would hate myself. You know what I mean?
Yes. They twist everything so brilliantly.
They take a piece of truth, right? And they twist that shit.
Yeah, they twist it. Mm-hmm.
Like
at the ballroom, perfect with the ballroom. He's building a ballroom while there are people starving to death and not getting their SNAP benefits. But why are they on SNAP benefits? It doesn't matter, but there are poor people, I understand.
Sorry, Trump is using his own money. We're not even using public money to build that ballroom, number one. And that's, how are you going to have influence on the world economy and world leaders? That you're going to host them in a freaking trailer? We're the shining light on the sea. We're the light of the world. As we go, so goes the world. And so when you host, leaders of state, heads of state in other countries, you can't be seen as an idiot. You know what I mean? We got to have proper accommodations for people when we do that in our own homes. You're not going to do that in the White House. That's our house, the people's house. I want it to be immaculate, and I want it to be up to date, and I want it to impress people. Right.
Of course.
So screw these people. But why? But the other side, it paints this picture on purpose. This is the problem. A lot of the things they say I call them dog whistles to the crazies to commit violent acts. Do you know what I mean? They do this on purpose over and over again. These people, none of these people would even know that ICE exists or what it stood for unless these left-leading media outlets, so-called media outlets, were giving this dog whistle of, these guys are coming to drag you out of your house, and you better lock the door, you better not go. You should probably fight them and, not comply. You know what I mean? It's a dog whistle to violent, crazy people. That's why, they have them do these things for them,
Yeah, and then they have video only of the father who takes his daughter to school and being dragged out of the car. They don't mention the fact that he'd probably committed many crimes.
No.
And was a child molester, for example, or something, or robbed a bank. I don't know, but they're not going to drag you out of your car for any other reason other than you've committed something pretty bad.
Well, we don't have any. These people don't realize. If we had law and order, then you could have less police because we wouldn't need so many police. But really, the Democrats really want a lot of police but they don't want them doing their jobs because if they have a lot of law enforcement, government, people, then they can weaponize the police against the people when they need to. These poor cops, then they were used as tools to, give out a ticket to somebody on a surfboard in California for not wearing a mask. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
They're weaponizing the cops. This poor bastard, whoever he was. I mean, he probably got swept up into this mentality.
Yes.
Who the hell? I mean, he should have quit his job, really, if he was. But someone has a wife and kids, and they're trying to do the right thing, but they're weaponized by these government officials. And oh my God, it's just another rabbit hole I could go down. But it all comes down to good versus evil, doesn't it? We're not fighting against flesh and blood. We're fighting against spiritual. It's spiritual warfare.
That's what my pastor always says: spiritual warfare at its finest. Yeah, that's what we're doing.
And so we're going to have to fight on with biblical standards. And I'm glad that you're going to church. You're a follower of Jesus Christ. You've accepted him as your Lord and Savior, and you are doing the right thing.
Yes, and I'm looking after his creatures, God's creatures.
God's creatures. That's right. We were given dominion over God's creatures for a reason, so we have to take care of them.
Yes. Right, baby? Victoria loves you. Yeah, we have to take care of them. Exactly. Precisely.
All right. How about, can anybody help you in any way in any of your endeavors? Where can they go? Where can I send people to join forces, good versus evil? You're for the good, the power of doing good and positively impacting other people. That's what this show is all about. And so It's about the doing, not the think. It's about the man in the arena. I'm not about the person in the stand. I can never be the person in the stands. I got to be on the field of play, just like you. I got to be a doer. So you're doing in a lot of different areas. Where can people go to find you? They can go.
I would say just go to Facebook and find me. Follow me on Facebook.
Victoria Redstall. You know what? Your books are still available on Amazon, right? I'll put the links to your books also.
You could do that. That'd be lovely. I just wrote a book about a squirrel I rescued. Did you see my book?
No, I haven't seen that one yet. That's Astro, everybody. Astro.
Astro. Saved from death row in Miami on Sunday, November 2nd at 2 p.m. You scheduled to die. Astro, who loves you?
You saved Astro from a kill shelter. You saved Astro, who's alive today. Sentenced to death on November 2nd, Miami.
Miami, yeah.
You made an impact, right? You did it.
Yes. And he deserves it.
Well,
this is the book I just wrote.
Yeah.
My neighbor, Andrea, said, let's write a book because I share everything with my friends and my neighbors.
Yeah.
This really is lucky. I rescued him from 1 day old. I raised him in my bra, and then I got him a cage, and then I set him free after a couple of months. And he found his wife, and now I feed him every day on the tree.
I see that. So if people go to your Facebook page, Victoria Redstall, they will find you feeding squirrels every day.
Rabbits and squirrels, yeah.
Oh yeah, rabbits. Oh, I love the rabbits. Yeah.
Oh, the rabbits. Yeah, you've got so many real. This is me and him.
Oh, we got pictures of all the animals.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, do get my book. It'd be fun. That's when he would just live in my bra, sleep.
Oh, I've got to get the physical book because I want to see the pictures. Okay.
Oh yeah, and then that's when I gave him his first apple.
Oh, I will do that.
That's when this is going backwards. So this is when I would feed him from a dropper. Oh, I thought he was going to die and he didn't. He lived. That's the day I found him.
Oh, I remember you nursed him back. I thought he was going to die. I really didn't think. And you had to do a lot of research about feeding. And I had the eyedropper and I just thought, oh my God, I don't know how this is going to work because he seemed unconscious for a long time.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then there was the raccoon. We won't talk about the raccoon.
Yeah. Okay. I don't mind. We're not going to cry. I've cried enough the last few months. All right. So that's good.
But it was, similar to Peanut the squirrel. The Florida Fish and Wildlife came in and made me surrender him. That was the raccoon. But the squirrel's in a tree and I see him all the time. I can only hope and pray my raccoon is out free somewhere. But I raised him too the same way. And I will do it again.
God bless you.
Because you don't take it to the Conservancy.
No, do not do it. All right. I'm going to be, this is going to be a fantastic episode. I think I'll title this that, Victoria saves Astro from death sentence. That's fantastic. You did it. One. I mean, it's like the story, right? Where the kid was, rescuing the starfish on the beach, and then,
yes.
And then, hey, what do you, they're all going to die. And he goes, well, not this one. You know what I mean?
Oh, I don't know that story.
It's the story where he's rescuing, he's got this starfish and there's thousands of them on the beach dying in the sun, and he's throwing one back in. And somebody said, "You're never going to save all these, but I saved this one." And so, you know what I mean? You make an impact where you can. So you can say, "Well, these dogs get killed." Well, not this one. Astro's not getting killed. He's alive today.
Yes.
Isn't that wonderful? That is so good. What a wonderful boy. I appreciate all those pictures in the car. I love him slobbering all over the car. Freshly detailed car.
Yes, it was. I had to get off the Facebook Live and catch that bit of blubber before it went everywhere.
Oh, my God. You are so wonderful. Keep being who you are and what you're doing. I'm going to end this, but listen, I'm going to be visiting you probably January or February. I'm coming over.
Perfect.
Because I'm going to be visiting you and probably, I can think, there's 3 other families I'm going to be visiting. But I want to go to your gym.
Yeah.
I want to go to the
gym.
Yeah, I want to go to
maybe with CCREC, Collier County Republican Executive Committee meeting there. Everyone's fighting with each other.
That's going to be so great.
That's always the first Monday of every month.
Well, we're going to do some remote live videos. That'll be great. I can't wait. We're going to play tennis. I'm going to play some tennis with you. So keep playing tennis. How was your tennis game, by the way? I want to know how it is.
Good. It was good. As I buggered up my ankle, I don't know what I did. I did something silly at the gym. I was running on my foot and putting too many inner soles in my shoe.
Do you play on a hard true court or a hard court or
clay? I play on clay.
Clay, the green clay or the red clay?
I think
is it greenish color or red? It's probably greenish, right? It's darkish green.
Gray. I think it's gray. Look. Do you see the dog? Do you see him?
Oh, look at the boy. You got to go play with him.
He wants to play with you. Want to play with the ball, Victoria?
Hi, baby. Oh, I'll see you soon, Astro. I'll be coming to visit.
Oh, and he'll be with me. This is not a foster anymore.
He's your baby.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Victoria. Listen, I'm going to let you go. I love you. Thanks for coming on the show. I'm going to send everybody over to your Facebook page, Victoria Redstall, making a positive impact on other people. You can do the same. She does it. Be a doer. Don't get out of the stands. That's all you got to do. Now, listen, hang around for a little debrief after I end the episode. This has been Victoria Redstall. You know I love you. I'll see you all in the next episode.
Love you too, Cliff.